Hello, everybody. Welcome to Business Communications. Hopefully you're in the right place. I see 20 some of you in my roster, so hopefully there are 20 some of you watching these videos every week. They're going to be giving you a lot of helpful information about what we're working on, and maybe most importantly, they will include at the end the question of the day for the week. Each week's question of the day is worth 25 points. Together, they're worth a quarter of your grade. So look out for that. This week, we are going to start by going over what the course is all about. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, here is our course shell on D2L. Hopefully you all are able to find this. You'll notice there's nothing on the course homepage. To find everything, you have to go to the Content tab. Content. This is where you'll see all of the information you need. First, here will be links to our weekly videos. There'll be YouTube links that you can go over and see each week, week 1, week 2, week 3, etc., through week 10. So those will be your weekly videos. Again, they'll discuss whatever the reading is, whatever the expectations are, and have the question of the day. Next is the question of the day itself. You'll see it's due June 2nd. These are going to be due each Sunday at midnight. And for each one, you're going to submit your minimum 250 words, your answer to the question. They must be in formal business language. You know it when you see it. These are not informal documents. You should be answering in full paragraphs with full sentences as best you can to communicate in a professional manner to answer these questions. I will be grading these based on completion, but it is for your own practice to get used to using business language. Starting in week 2, we will be styling these as a memo. In next week's video, we'll go over how you style something as a memo. That is for project number 1. Project 1, which we'll go over the assignment sheet next week, is a rhetorical analysis in the form of a memo, which is a form of business communications, based on one of these 3 documents that, again, you'll see more of next week. We're going to have a rough draft, a final draft, and we've got some reading. For this week, I want you to read this document, Introduction to Technical Communications. It just gives you some ideas of kind of how to write in a professional manner, in like a technically sound manner. So go ahead and read this. It's only 13 pages long, and it will give you a good idea of how I expect your writing to be in this class. If we go back to the table of contents, we then have project 2, the instruction set, which we'll go over more at length further down the road. This is going to be you creating visual and written instructions for something like cooking chocolate chip, baking chocolate chip cookies, or changing a flat tire. Anything that you want, but you have to create clear instructions on how to do it. You'll see the samples as we go. And finally, the end of the semester is going to be your resume. Hopefully all of you have a resume, but we'll be reading how to create a resume that is professional and what to include in that resume. And then you'll be turning in a polished resume for 20% of your grade. This is graded, so if you have a resume and it's not very good and you just turn it in, you'll get a bad grade on the assignment. Okay, that's really all for this week. The question of the day, which you'll be answering due June 2nd right here, is what would you do with $1 trillion? What would you do with $1 trillion? Not a million, not a billion, but a trillion, which is about as much as the US government spends on non-defense spending every year. So it's a lot of money. Be creative. Remember to use professional language and organize this in concise paragraphs. Okay, we're going to stop share. If you have any questions, please, feel free to send me an email, and I will be available to help. All right, bye for now.